if you have an older receiver, you probably don't have Airplay. So today, I'm going to be adding Airplay to an older receiver. Now, I finally got my Onkyo TX-RZ50 back after 6 weeks of being in the shop for issues. It's now fixed under warranty. But during that time, I was using an older receiver. This is the Onkyo TX-NR3030, and I also have a TX-NR838 in the bedroom. And both of these receivers do not have Airplay. I didn't realize this actually until I actually started using my older receiver again and realized I can't stream music from my phone to the receiver. Now for me, Onkyo actually sold a kit for Airplay for these older receivers. So this is the DS-A5 Airplay kit, and this is the official solution for my receivers. There are other solutions out there. I'll put some links in the description of basic Airplay receivers that you can buy as well. But actually, even if you don't have an Onkyo receiver, you can use this device because besides the option to turn the receiver on automatically, the rest of this is just basic stuff. It's RCA connectors, optical out, and Wi-Fi basically. So yeah, let's unbox this and see what's inside. Alright, so this is the box. As you can see, this is a old iPhone. Or actually, this might even be, yeah, it's an iPhone. It's the iPhone 4. So it doesn't have a lightning connector, and actually the seller looks like they wrote that it doesn't have a lightning connector. It's not a problem. There are adapters for that. Alright, so this is the device, and there's a lightning connector there. I do have an old iPod, actually. I might connect to this. This is your antenna. And on the back, you have power, Ethernet, or you can use Wi-Fi, RCA. This is a remote interface. This is the proprietary port for the Onkyo receiver. And this optical out. So I'm going to use optical and I'll explain a bit why I'm going to use that. Then in here, we have some RCA cables. We have the remote interface cable and a remote control. And then we have this. So you attach the US plug. So let's hook this up. Alright, so I'm going to be using an optical cable instead of the RCA cables. And if you haven't seen my Onkyo CD player video, I describe in there why. Basically, if you use the optical cable, it's a digital cable. So the signal from there digitally goes to the receiver, and the receiver will convert the signal to an analog signal for your speakers. If I use the RCA connectors, it's going to use the signal from the Airplay receiver to the Onkyo receiver. So I'm pretty sure that Airplay receiver does not sound better than my Onkyo receiver. You can try them out and see which one you like better. For the CD player, I actually like the way the CD player sounds, so maybe I'll try it out with this as well. But yeah, I'm using an optical cable. Alright, so this is my bedroom setup. I have two speakers over there, I'll show in a second. But basically, I have my receiver, we have a projector here. And then to play music, I just use my PDA. This has an SD card with a bunch of my songs on here. And it's hooked up through the 3.5 to RCA jacks. So technically, this actually works out perfectly fine. But every now and then, if I want to AirPlay something, I can use this one. I did mention earlier that I still have my iPod Classic. This is 120 gigs. This actually still works. And I actually have songs on here that you can probably never find ever again. So we'll try that out as well and see how it works. Alright, so as you can see, the iPod is actually working. It's charging and the green light is on. So we're just going to change the input and see if this works. Alright, so everything is working now. As you can see here, I have my receiver in pure direct mode. We got a new cat. And then these are the speakers in my bedroom. Two Technics SB-CR99s. And then of course, because we have a receiver, I can just switch between different inputs. So I can go back from the PDA back to the iPod, back and forth. And then of course, I can also AirPlay now. So with that said, hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.